appointed venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Whittingham pregame. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback, the ball. Out to the 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Four receivers set, two on each side on 2nd and 8. In the backfield, it's Brown. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. LSU right back to the line.
And man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. crowd bringing the energy and noise early. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Got a little space. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Underwood. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Straight ahead, it's Berry. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. LSU quick to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Second and long here. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Watkins. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Right back to it. Got the first down. At the 20, he's got space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
So here comes the Michigan offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Out wide right, it's Marshall. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
He's past the sticks. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Turning it on, the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Throws to the tight end. The short hands, it's Green. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that, too.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Deep shot for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, LSU!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick give. There he goes. Got the first down. Inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside. It's Berry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might as well run him again. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To throw, it's Levin. The screen, he's got wheels, breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. LSU right back to the line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Quick give. It's Berry. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Touchdown, LSU! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue-winged helmets on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Play fake, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
A high kick. Let's see if he can... Oh, right through his fingers. He muffed it.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Left side is Watkins. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. LSU quick to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Hits inside. It's Berry. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Turns it upfield. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Tigers are marching down the field. RPO complete.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minute.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play fake. Gonna take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rolling, Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score. Like before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Long way to go on second down. Here's Underwood to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Here's Underwood. The screen, and watch out. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Going to take a shot. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, it's Durham. Oh, he's got some space. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. LSU right back to the line. Play action on first down. Looking down the middle. Finds the big tight end. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
He stopped.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They'll start on the ground with Durham. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Levitt. Right side, it's Harris. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
The run inside. It's Durham. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Third and long coming up. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Out wide right, it's Marshall. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Kill.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. On target. Still on his feet at the 45. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the...
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Sets his feet. It's Levin. He's going for a big play downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, it feels like every time this offense has the ball, they're scoring points. They are lighting it up. And through the air, they've looked virtually unstoppable. It looks like they've got the better athletes. And finally, on that last play, we see a nice job by the defender in the back end on a deep shot, climb the ladder 50-50 ball, and win. But if you're on defense, you're going to need a lot more of that. You're going to need some turnovers to get back in this thing.
He's going to take off. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense set on 1st down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
Right side, it's Watkins. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day with that pass. He goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He's got an open man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Tigers want to move quickly. wide right, it's Brown. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Oh, pressure's coming. Quickly to the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to get the first through the air. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. Pulls it. He'll pitch it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
And you kind of thought that situation, QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the pummeling has started.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And he added the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Underwood throws for the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. matters into its own hands.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second and long here. They give it to him again. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Underwood in the gun on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge depth.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Levitt. Firing toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
a CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Underwood on the play action. Turns it loose. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Some misdirection with the counter. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, trying to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Handoff, Caden Durham. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Straight ahead, it's Jones. Shakes off the defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Keep it on the ground. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Trying to squeak through the pile. There he goes. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the